commissioners, general managers, and championship match draws. Oh my! Coming up right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes.
You know, I just realized we're the Raw show. Shouldn't we have come in with Foley's?
What?
Probably.
Oh,
Probably.
okay, just let us
just
have
thought
it.
of it.
That's a very fair point.
Let us have
Very
it.
fair point.
Ty, let us have it.
But you know what? Hindsight's 20/20, as they say, Ty Matthews.
Of course, they do say that.
And technically, he was on Raw.
Sure.
So I think we can get away with it.
You know what?
This might be the last time.
I'll allow it.
You know,
Exactly.
This
Since he's
might
going
be
to
the
be on
last time.
SmackDown,
Yeah.
let us have it now.
If they can announce a championship match draw on Twitter, we can open up with Daniel Bryan's music, even though he's the new GM of SmackDown.
Spoilers, sweetie.
Yeah. So that's it. Welcome,
Spoiler.
everyone, to the after show right here on AfterBuzz TV for Monday Night Raw. Raw came to you from Providence, Rhode Island. Lovely town, lovely state. I was there a few weeks ago. And we come to you from Los Angeles, California. No need to say... I don't know why I threw that in there. So
Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because people
Yeah,
go to
that
Rhode
is-
Island. People go.
Sure.
And I wanted to give them a shout out. I was
Sure.
there.
Visit Providence, guys.
Didn't take long to
That's
drive
what we're
through
saying.
it, but I was there.
Visit
Small
Providence.
and mighty place.
I don't know about mighty, but it's small.
You know.
Small for sure. We had a hell of a show. A lot happened on Raw. Even more is going to happen on the SmackDown live draft mañana. But let's get into it right now. We got a full squad in the house. All right, follow me on Twitter at JQuasto to start off. That gentleman right there, you can see him every single week along with myself on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood on the Fight TV app or on KDOC. On Yoo-Hoo America.
You2 America.
You2 America, not Yoo-Hoo. I drank Yoo-Hoo.
On Patreon.
On Patreon. Just look up CWF Hollywood. He is the first progenitor of hyper optimism. Find him on Twitter at Ty Matthews PMA because he's Ty Matthews.
What it do?
What up?
Nephew?
What up, bro?
So happy to be here.
If you're nasty.
Okay.
If 5 stars if you're nasty. Guys, I don't usually get to say it on this show because obviously J-Lo is running the show.
Yeah, but say whatever you want. I
But
don't care.
if you find us on iTunes, remember to download, comment, subscribe, review, and rate. 5 stars if you're nasty.
That's
All
right.
that good stuff.
Don't say that.
You can say whatever
I mean,
you want.
come on.
man.
There's some nasty people
It
watching.
tickles me too much.
There's some nasty people watching.
Can't listen to it.
Ty,
5 stars.
this is an open forum. You say whatever you want.
5 of them.
Anytime. I
5
don't
stars.
care.
I dig the support, though.
5
Yeah,
stars.
we're a team. You say whatever you want, man.
I really dig
I feel good. I feel the freedom. I feel the
Yeah.
freedom. Remember to watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Do that.
And Lucha Underground, which I am hosting for the last time this season this week.
All right. Ultimate Luchados,
okay.
almost over. Yes, it is.
There you go.
The lovely lady sitting next to me this week. Nope. Yep. Right here. Right here. She's
Okay.
very talented. Yep, right next to me. Very talented actress and improviser. You see her all over AfterBuzz TV, and of course, she is right here every single week with us. Follow her on Twitter at Markeia McCarty because she's Markeia McCarty.
Hey, yeah, Twitter and Instagram, MarkeiaMcCarty. Because there's that silent E in there, and I don't
That's right.
know. I don't know.
Those people.
Sneaky.
Yeah, I'm telling you. This Raw, this ending.
Yeah.
I don't want to get started, but I'm just already incensed about it. I can't believe that they had to tweet the ending for us, which, Johnny already told you, but it's just like...
Whoa, someone's sound is on.
It's off
Okay.
now.
Wowie zowie.
Hashtag fun
but yeah.
dad. Well, sitting next to Ty Matthews, it's my first time meeting her in person. How, I don't know, because we both come from the background of comedy, and of course, obviously, we love pro wrestling. So somehow we're meeting for the first time. Ty brought her in, and I'm glad he did. I don't even know what to say about her, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's chill. Nothing. I'm nothing.
I do know this. You can follow her on Twitter at Rachel Same Evans. She's hilarious. She's a comedian. She's a writer. And she's wearing a Kenny Omega t-shirt that's pretty sweet. She's Rachel Evans.
Hey.
What up, girl?
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, you don't. There's nothing much to
No,
me.
she does amazing stuff.
There's a
She's
lot.
on a channel called Snarled.
Yes. www.youtube.com/snarled.
Remember the WWW?
It's so important for the internet.
It stands for World Wide Web. I don't know if you guys read that article from 1995. But that's what it
Educational
means.
show. This is an infotainment show.
Yeah. Of course.
It's Snarled. Ask us we're drunk.
So yes, I do.
How to Human.
I do shows. You can watch them on that, and then you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And
That's
also
like the second
Snapchat.
straight show that I've put over your stuff for you.
It's so nice. I'm so bad at promotion. My bosses tell me all the time. They're like, Rachel, this is the point. you have to be the face of the channel.
She came on the Lucha Underground after show with Carly Perez, aka Katrina from Lucha Underground, and it was the absolute most fun ever.
Yeah.
She almost licked my face.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens,
She grabbed
guys.
my face and my heart stopped.
If you're not
lucky.
watching the Lucha Underground after show, that's the kind of stuff that happens.
But not as good as this show.
I think your heart would have stopped completely if she did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Yes, that's true. I would have
So,
died. My soul would have left me.
Most
Yeah.
likely. So, y'all, we had a lot happen on Monday Night Raw. Tonight, we had the naming of 2 brand new general managers. We had a match that was very confusing to close out the show. With everybody watching at ringside. So let's just do our best to just bring it all in. We already got a bunch of people in chat roll. Welcome, everyone. If you're listening to this after the fact, thank you. If you're watching live, what's up, everybody? Let's get active.
Yo. Yeah.
What's up, Rach?
Oh, well, I didn't know they could talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know that?
There's a
No,
live-
that's so cool.
Yeah, we
see,
got
there's a live
live chat.
Oh my, that's just so neat.
It's the wonder of the internet.
So this is my first time out of the house.
You're,
Sorry.
see, if I'm fun dad, she's fun mom.
There you go.
This is totally working
There you
out.
go. And we'll get to Fun Dad later. We had an amazing tweet calling out John Cena was in the role of Fun Dad tonight.
Oh my god.
So I'm pretty excited to talk about
He was
that.
so
I don't
hashtag fun dad.
understand the words you're saying.
Hang on,
son.
guys.
The funny thing is, though, I mean, Cena, he was doing what he had to do, but listen, we're not going to forget that you were a rapper 9 years ago. Come on.
That's a good
Oh.
point. That's a
And
good
he was
point.
damn good at it.
Good point, but it was just kind of like, is that Jonny Loquasto? Did he get into the ring?
And look, they weren't Snapchatting in the ring or playing Pokemon Go, so I was okay with it.
They were talking a lot of Pokemon.
They did talk a lot of
Xavier
Pokemon.
Woods, he just-
Were you able to follow it?
Them
John?
pocket monsters.
Of course not. I've heard the names now, and I don't understand.
Okay.
And then when he said, like, team whatever the hell for
Team
life.
Valor.
Yes.
Which I'm Team Valor.
I'm Team Mystic.
Get it.
Okay.
What's up?
Most people are.
Yeah. No, it's the best and you're wrong.
Team Valor is Team Valor is amazing.
that-
Actually, Pokemon Go is structured to be Team Valor.
Hashtag Valor Club.
I know.
I mean, everything Stardust steroids into your Pokemon, just like Team Valor would
I
do.
know. I like to believe in the magical. And so maybe
That's
I'll
okay.
win.
You believe in magic.
I know.
Don't worry, you two. It's all about Team Instinct, so we're going to be going with yellow for the rest of the show.
Did you say Team Instinct?
I have a question. Do you choose
Mark,
what team
you're
you're
dead
on?
to
You
yeah,
do.
You do.
You do.
Oh,
Eventually. yes.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter in this game, but there's like a nostalgia factor because
Yeah.
you know when the actual cartoon was on,
Which
Team
was,
Mystic
how long
was
ago
the
was
good
that?
guys.
How
Yeah.
long was Pokemon a cartoon?
Oh,
It was
nice.
around your 40s, Johnny.
Shut up, Mark.
When was Pokemon?
Damn.
That's Mark Donick,
Pokemon
everyone.
first came around in like 96.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was.
Shut your mouth.
Jesus.
So, but you know, like there's
Oy vey.
YouTube and you can see stuff.
Got it. Good to
Yeah.
know.
But yeah,
Okay.
Team Mystic is the good guys. Team Valor was like the jocks, and then Team Instinct were the other people.
We got
Back to yellow.
we got a lot of Team Valors here in the chat roll.
We're being relevant today, guys.
I don't know what's happening. Anyway,
Okay.
Raw starts off. Here's the rules, actually. Let's look over the rules for the draft tomorrow because it's very interesting. So Raw gets the first overall pick, but for every 2 SmackDown picks, Raw gets 3. Therefore, because Raw's 3 hours, SmackDown's 2. Makes sense. Tag teams will get drafted together unless a commissioner will say, I only want one person. Then you separate and go separate ways like Journey. And then, of course, NXT also gets 6 draft picks. Not NXT. 6 people, up to 6 people are allowed to be taken from NXT.
Right,
Which I
right.
find interesting. I don't really think they had to say that ahead of time.
Why not?
Maybe-
no, that's good. It's something
Yeah.
to look forward to.
Yeah,
I like
and
it.
I think conspicuous by its absence was any rules involving any sort of championships.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, don't forget, they've been calling the title the WWE Championship now for weeks.
Sure.
Which is foreshadowing if there ever was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Along
Well,
with
we
the
were
finish
kind
tonight.
of expecting there to be a second title announcement. It
Right.
just all depended on what type it would be. I
Right.
mean, I, for one, yes, Cruiserweight, let's do it. And let's bring back Hornswoggle.
Oh,
If we're going to
jeez.
do it, let's just
He
do
was
that
he was
too.
the final cruiserweight champion.
That's true. He was. Not the
and
longest
and the
running.
youngest. And
He's
the
back.
youngest.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's
also
back
the youngest.
often, but in my nightmares.
But not the longest.
I'm so scared of Hornswoggle.
But not the. That's something we could talk
gets
about
such a bad
after
rap.
the show.
Okay.
Not the longest reigning cruiserweight champion ever. Who knows? Huh?
Longest reigning
I don't
cruiserweight
know.
champion.
I don't know.
Is it me?
No.
Who's the longest?
Hurricane Shane Helms. What up,
Oh,
Shane?
there you go.
Okay.
Shout out to Shane.
Sugar Shane,
Yeah,
Vertebreaker.
that's right, buddy.
That's a deep cut.
We start off
cut.
with Stephanie
Dempsey
McMahon
Dub.
hits the ring. Before she barely even gets a sentence out, Shane O'Mac hits the ring. He says, you know, you wish you were born with a pair of testicles, to which Steph says, you know what, lady balls are bigger than testicles. Which, I don't know. Shane
I
said,
felt like this segment was straight from 1999.
a little bit.
It's like,
Yeah.
let's talk about everyone's balls for a while,
Well, last
guys.
week, Vince said loins, so they had to follow it up.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, lady balls.
Okay.
Shane says gross.
I hate it.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
This was just so weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't make me not like you, Shane.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So in.
Yeah,
I'm
don't-
so in for you. Don't do this.
Yeah, there are so many other things that you can pick on with Stephanie.
The fact that
than
she's
the
a
fact that she's a
strong
woman.
Yeah. Like,
Just there's so many other
honey.
things. She's evil. Go with she's evil, and
Right.
then have like a whole lot of fun with that. Love to hate her, but not
That
you
she's
know,
a
that she
woman.
doesn't.
But
yeah,
I feel
that's
like
just weird.
anything-
Ghostbusters just came out. guys.
Anything he says about her, she's gonna try to get the last word.
It's just
like
a,
no
it's
matter
just a,
what.
It's a weak
Like-
choice when there's so much more.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's just
That's
he's
all.
smarter than that.
Well, it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it really was right off the bat. Like, so, you. Testicles.
So
gotta-
yeah, you don't have what I have. That's weak of you. It seemed weak to me.
I
Yeah,
mean, Steph's
I mean-
response was pretty good, actually.
Go with the sibling stuff. I mean, sibling stuff is always strong to like mess with.
Make
But that's
little
what I mean.
little sister.
I think
Oh.
even if Shane came to the table with good stuff, Stephanie, I feel like the performer is gonna try to get in the last word.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's
Oh, yeah.
it's so blatant. Like no, I have to be the last one to speak. I have to be the last one. I have the gun in the scene.
She probably feels like she deserves it
Yeah.
because she's been there. So, just
Well, big
saying.
announcement right off the top. Monday Night Raw is going to be housing the Cruiserweight. Nice light work, Mark.
Oh, Mark's on point with the lights.
Mark's always on
Once
point.
again, another hallmark of the Lieutenant Grand After Show, which you can catch on
Will
Thursdays.
you knock it off?
I can't believe this guy, honestly.
Raw, he's just
Awesome.
nasty.
What a card.
Raw is going to house the Cruiserweight division, which means, like we mentioned, Cruiserweight Championship coming back. Who knows how many of the people in the CWC are going to be signed? This is exciting.
We've
news.
already got 2 from the CWC already.
I heard it. I didn't see who the
Gran Metalik and Kota Ibushi are both under NXT deals.
Ibushi was kind of a no-brainer before. it started.
Sure. That's kind of the whole point of this tournament.
Kota Ibushi.
Along
I get
with
to
Sabre
see
Jr.
him.
Golden Star.
I mean, you got to look at the two. Well,
They didn't mention. They mentioned the cruiserweight and tonight a bunch, but they never mentioned Sabre Jr.'s name.
No.
Not once, which is very interesting to me because he is clearly the best.
he's
and
the
everyone
he's
knows
the
it.
favorite, but don't sleep on Ibushi
best.
though. I think
No,
they're going to be in
never.
the final 4 clearly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But who knows? There could
I
be an
think
upset.
I think it's
Sabre
gonna
and
be
Ibushi
Sabre
are in
and
the
Ibushi.
finals for
Yeah.
sure.
Here's the thing, though. If you already know you're going to sign the two, why not let someone else?
But the whole point of signing Ibushi and making this tournament was to put him over, so that when he is signed, they can be like, "Hey, this guy beat 31 other people from around the world. You like him now." I mean, not that they needed any more reason to like him, but
Except for his incredible skill and wonderful
Sure.
showmanship. That's enough.
he's incredible.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
And we get to see him all the time now.
It's going to be good. So with that said, already a huge announcement. Cruiserweight division coming to Raw. Well, it's time to name the new general manager. So Stephanie McMahon brings out. And
you go.
Rachel's heart stops.
I'm almost crying right now.
Yeah. Did you know this was coming? Were you like... Were you ready?
No, I wasn't. It's like the best day of your life. You never expect it, you know? Mick Foley is my everything. He's my guiding star.
More than
He's
Eddie?
my more than Eddie,
Okay.
for sure. Mick Foley is the person I grew up with loving. He's the person who got me into wrestling, and now I get to see him be in charge of stuff, and he's lucid, and he has dope hair, and he looks great.
And he's Santa Claus.
Some of
perfect.
the best Foley moments that people sleep on were the times when he was the commissioner.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Foley, he's so multifaceted, not just, his career, yes, but after his wrestling career, in-ring career, on the mic, as Mick Foley, he interacts with everybody so well. So him being general manager is going to be, it's going to be a way where Stephanie doesn't have to be on TV all the time.
Yeah, and I'm glad it wasn't Triple H this time.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
was
just
kind
to
of
say-
expecting that.
Yeah,
I think
you were kind of expecting it
anyone
in
in
the
the
back of your
authority
head.
camp, I think, would have been too on
Yeah.
the nose. So I was pleasantly surprised with this for sure, because I think the SmackDown GM, which we will get to, or the SmackDown GM,
Yeah.
kind of was leaked online.
I heard about
earlier this
that.
week or last week rather.
Yeah, but I never believed that. I never believed the dirt sheets.
But that
I
was
don't go to
like a straight up
Yeah.
screenshot
Never,
from the app.
never
though.
believe when things are
Oh.
super
Yeah.
awesome.
No, someone spoiled it on the app, and then
Something's
they had to do damage control, and someone took a screenshot.
Someone accidentally from the company?
Yeah, yeah. The app for a very split second said the Yes Movement comes to SmackDown.
Why would they do
People,
You're fired.
that? Yeah, right.
Yikes.
So that news kind of got out a little early. But this one I didn't see coming.
Yeah, it's funny. Last week we were kind of making guesses on who we thought the GM would be, and I Did any of us say Mick Foley? I don't think we did.
No, none of
don't
us said
think- I don't
Foley. I
think we
don't
did.
think.
I think Shawn Michaels came up.
Yep, sure
Or
did.
either that or that came up on Twitter.
Yep, that came up.
I think the actual GM for SmackDown came up, but not by us.
That's right.
It makes perfect sense to me because he is the perfect mixture of like strong personality, but also almost completely subservient. Like will do what he needs to do for the company, but at the same time has strong moral ground.
But don't forget, he's very vocal on social media.
Oh, I know.
There's
Yeah,
things
yeah,
he's
yeah.
done on social media where I'm like, well, he's never coming back.
I know.
That's a good point.
But they
got-
love to bring those guys back. They love to bring the guys who speak out. They love to bring him back.
There's a piece of hair.
Gross. They love to bring those guys back who speak out against the company and be like, see, we still got him.
Yeah.
So I expected that more than Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels, I think he would bring too much to this. I think he would garner too much attention.
I see.
He wouldn't
He's
stay in
super
the
kicking
back.
everybody.
Yeah, just flip flopping, be all sexy and stuff.
Just be a sexy boy,
Yeah, he's just a sexy boy.
not a soggy boy.
Not like Seth Rollins.
My only request was that it wasn't someone who was a
Sorry,
previous
Dakota.
GM, but Mick Foley is the one previous person that I'm totally okay with.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
like I didn't want it to be, you know,
Well, and his time as commissioner predated all of the brand split and everything.
True that.
And so when he had that awesome shirt where it was commissioner and it had to go down the side because there wasn't enough room. It was a good era.
It's been a while for sure. Well, then it's time for Shane to announce the new general manager of SmackDown. He says, actually, Mick Foley did talk for a little bit, brought up the Attitude Era. Stephanie had to whisper something to him. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I must not have caught that.
Yeah, no,
I didn't catch that either.
He started talking and Stephanie whispered something. Maybe he had to
Hail Hydra.
went off track. Or something.
Exactly.
Very well could have
Yeah,
been.
he brought up the Monday Night Wars and
All that stuff. And
Hail Hydra. Oh my God, Ty.
so Shane said, that's a great choice, but I want someone who breaks glass ceilings, has been an underdog, and knows about taking opportunities and making the most of them. So with that said, Daniel Bryan, y'all, new GM of SmackDown.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Pretty excited.
I mean, I know Daniel Bryan wishes he could still be in the ring.
Sure.
But at least this allows him once a week to fly into wherever they're at and do his thing.
Yeah.
And have the fans
Put
still
a
love
helmet
him.
on him. Throw him around.
I mean, you can do that.
Well, and
Bye.
it's like he said, a lot of what he said, there was a lot of sincerity to it because you worry and you wonder if he's going to be able to be around wrestling and
It's too hard,
and
yeah.
not be crushed, that he can't get in the ring.
Yeah.
But it should be good stuff. It should be very fun.
Absolutely.
And it's a super limited schedule.
Yeah. Great choices.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
Fantastic.
God.
Really,
Daniel,
all around.
like the music hit, and it was just like,
Right.
oh, there's my inner child running and skipping through a meadow with one of those
there
giant
she
bubble
is.
wands.
Much like Rachel's was when Mick Foley came out.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
she
you
was
go.
not just skipping.
We're really doing it up. We're really representing all people here. Just only the people who like Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan.
Just
Only
those
those
people.
two types of people.
Those
but
two types.
still.
Doesn't like either one of them.
I know, I'm still obsessed with Daniel Bryan. I still got chills. I almost cried a few times during the show, but that's not a hard feat.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge.
You're an emotional.
I'm just on the edge of something.
She's a wreck.
You're an
guys.
emotional being.
Yeah, he's going to be a great addition to SmackDown Live, though. I mean, talk about just really getting the people to the show. I mean, they're already going to be at the show. Goodness knows where the draft's going to go. But yes, having Daniel Bryan as the GM, kind of wondering, though. I mean, just throwing it out there. How long do we think that both of them will be the GM? I mean, is this like they didn't say that
Right.
this is
Right.
Interesting.
I think it'll be at the very least maybe 6 to 8 months. That on the short end.
Yeah.
I think I see your point, and I think that's a really good question to ask. But I
hate
think,
it.
but I hate it. Don't
Yeah.
ever ask it again.
Yeah.
No, I think they'll stick around for a little while. I don't think they would pull such a bait and switch that it's like, okay, Debry's the general manager, and 2 weeks later, someone attacked him, and he has to vacate the position.
Wait
Right.
a minute. I just got a really crazy theory.
Yes, Mark, I love those.
If anybody is viable to be drafted, on Raw or SmackDown.
You can say his daughter.
What if Daniel Bryan gets drafted to Raw and Mick Foley gets drafted to SmackDown?
What?
I think they're out of the pool.
Crisscross.
I thought that you were going to say
Jump,
Mick
jump.
Foley's daughter.
Yeah.
Why
He's
not?
going to bring in Mick Foley's
I
daughter.
thought you were going to say William Regal was going to be drafted from NXT to be GM.
That'd be fun.
That'd be super fun.
We're getting crazy.
We're getting super wild, guys.
I
They
think
can, they can do anything they
I think
want.
Regal's firmly planted with NXT, though.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
As he should be. I would love, for that to continue happening.
It is going to be fun to see how Mick Foley interacts with Stephanie. The question is, how evil is she going to be? She showed it tonight at the end of the Raw, so they're going to be a very fun dynamic. Whereas Daniel Bryan and Shane, they're probably going to be just a well-oiled machine right from the start.
They're
And I
gonna
do
be
like,
broing out.
Yeah, and they talk about how Daniel Bryan hits the mic and he said, SmackDown's the underdog, just like I was. We've beaten the Authority before, and we'll do it again. He gets a dig at Stephanie. He's like, hey, remember when I beat your husband 2 years ago? Cool. And then Shane
Good
says,
times with all that shade.
Shane says, remember two things. You'll always be my sister, and you had to marry a WWE superstar to stay relevant. Damn.
Zoinks.
Yeah. Can SmackDown
Hey,
become a juggernaut?
that's how brothers and sisters do.
Hey, he can't lay hands on her, so he's got to come in hot.
He can. That would be much cooler.
Well, it is.
She can take
They're
it.
fam.
I've seen her take worse.
That's true.
That is true.
Well, can SmackDown become a juggernaut? Yes. And the chants begin.
Oh, God. Sorry, I'm so excited. I know that SmackDown's going to become something that I think a lot of people want to see.
I'm a little surprised that the Cruiserweights are going to Raw and not SmackDown, aren't you?
I know. Is that
think-
usually SmackDown?
Yeah.
Because we're going to get, I think it's because SmackDown is going to get a bunch of like NXT. I think they're going to get NXT
interesting.
darlings.
Okay.
And I think that they're going to get the indie darlings. I think they're going to get Sami Zayn. And yeah.
Interesting,
So
okay.
I think it's going to turn into like a kind of, how, I don't want to say that, but it's like almost I like all wrestling. I like all of it, but the kids more geared towards kids.
Sure.
Raw,
SmackDown?
Yeah,
and then
there's nothing wrong with that.
SmackDown, and then SmackDown will be more.
My
geared
question
towards
is,
The internet.
Japan fans.
are we going to get separate tag team championships too now
Weeaboos.
for each show?
What's that?
Are we going to get separate tag team championships now for each show?
That's another question. I was really surprised that not only just the WWE title, but they didn't say anything about any titles in the draft rules. So I'm curious about those as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would be the easiest. I know we all fantasy book there just being one floating set of championships that can go between both brands.
and then you have like number one contender fights.
Sure,
you
but
know?
for some reason it seems like they've always been hesitant to do that before and now.
Yeah.
So
it
they wanna make
devalues to have it split.
Well, they'll have. I
between
think they
two.
will definitely have one overall title, and then there will be heavyweight titles between the two brands.
So you think there will be
think there's gonna
one
be a
main
champion.
title and then two world titles below that? Yeah. Interesting.
Or something of the sort. I think there's
I don't
going to be
agree
like a
with that at all.
champ. I know, because it's crazy. It's a crazy thing to think, but this is how my brain works.
Yeah.
In my head, they're going to have two champions on SmackDown.
Like
and
they
on
did
Raw.
back in the day before they merged them.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm not crazy. Well,
Wait,
no,
what are you talking about?
And then they're going to fight each other, and there's going to be like a one overall title.
The last brand split, they had separate champs.
No, but she's saying there would be like one above those.
Yes, there will be. Yeah. So I think there will be two different champs, and then one above.
There'd be like a
those.
super world title.
Yes. Ooh, how crazy would that be? That could be really fun.
No, I completely agree with you.
Thank you.
I don't know if it answers my question of will there be separate tag team championships.
I think there will be.
Not at all. It's tangential for sure.
TLDR, I think there will be.
Yeah. Because how are tag teams... If you're a tag team that gets drafted to the show without the title, what are you going to do?
Right.
Okay, well, how about if they have a women's tag team championship on SmackDown Live, then they have men's tag team on Raw.
And then
Interesting.
they fight each other
Okay.
because it's 2016 and that's allowed.
Definitely. See, she's been hanging out in the temple.
Ooh.
Yeah,
come on.
but
A lot of questions.
As long as SmackDown brings that women's tag team division, which it feels like they're going full
Well, and
full steam ahead with it.
Not to keep going back to the original brand split, but when that happened, one brand got the cruiserweights, one brand got the women's division.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
weird.
Well, history does repeat itself.
That's
I
the thing
think
is you can't split the women up
in a
because...
post, in a post quote unquote diva/women's revolution world, I don't think they would put all of the women on one roster
I
and
don't
not
think
the
so.
other.
No.
I'm not saying that.
But what...
It would be the
don't
tag
think
team
so.
women, and then singlets would still be on Raw.
But there's like there's not even any true tag team women.
There's only 8
No,
women.
no, there are.
But not truly. Like there's like Dana Brooke and
You mean like matching gear, theme,
yeah,
name,
I'm talking about
everything?
like a true
like an actual
oh my
tag
god,
team.
I can't believe they split them up.
Not
Dana
just
Brooke,
two-
not two people who were thrown together because Dana Brooke's friend got hurt.
No,
Right.
they'll,
You know?
they'll form that because they have a lot of strong females to choose from, and they'll
Yeah.
form that. And not saying there's Summer Rae, there's Naomi. We haven't seen them, so
That's
yes,
true,
let's
that's
see
true.
them in a tag team women's like on SmackDown Live. That plus. Keeping in mind that we're going to get 6 picks from NXT that's not gender specific.
Sure.
I mean, and we've
Really?
been hurting for some hugs for a while. So
Yeah.
just to say, for instance,
I was looking at who's available,
Sure.
not counting NXT. I believe there are 8 women that are available to be drafted. So,
Right.
I mean, if there's one women's title, so I think somehow you got to find a way to get them all in one show. Otherwise, if you're, say, one of 2 or 3 women that are not on the show with the title, what are you going to do?
I think if anything, the women's title is going to be the one that kind of floats between the two.
I would say, yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, that makes sense.
I think that makes it mean a lot more. I think
Yeah,
that,
they'll just pass
that-
over at pay-per-views.
That adds to the value. Yeah,
Sure.
if having contenders on both shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, they'll get super tired, but hey, this is why they chose this job.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do your job.
Apparently 10 women,
Sasha.
according to chat roll, 10 women are available
Okay.
for draft.
Okay.
So
Okay, nice.
we'll find out what happens. First match of the night, finally. Jericho and Kevin Owens taking on
Long night,
Sami
guys.
Zayn and
Wait, hang on. I got to stop you there. I got to stop you there, Johnny.
What? Okay.
This wasn't just any match.
It was a tag team match.
Just
Get
do the
into
Teddy
it,
Long
Rachel.
game.
Rachel, get into it. Rachel, don't give me that. Why are you grumpy cat right now? What's the matter? What's the matter?
Don't like it.
Don't you dare besmirch anything Teddy Long ever did.
All right, you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Thank you. Happy face? Appreciate you.
Oh, had to do that.
Jericho and KO taking on Zayn and Cesaro, and of course KO and Zayn, they're battling at Battleground this Sunday. Cesaro demolishing Jericho, Euro uppercut after Euro uppercut, then the swing, and then Zayn gets the roll up on Jericho for the W.
Jericho is going to be like tasting those uppercuts until Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Cesaro just gets more and more like rotation on that twisting springboard uppercut every single week.
It's nice. It's like he's a video game character. at this
Oh
point.
my god, the one that he did when he was in a full suit with sunglasses on,
Yes.
it looked like just not real. Just not real.
It's like, how do you
Just
do
not a
this?
thing.
How do you do this, you Swiss Army man?
Yep.
You man.
Beautiful.
His farts do not power boats, though.
So
Loved him in Spy.
we know we got KO taking on Zayn at Battleground. I'm trying to look up the card here. Is it me or do we not have a lot of matches set for
We've
this
got a
Sunday?
decent amount. We've got a decent amount.
I'm looking at it right here. Well, we don't have Cesaro or Jericho involved whatsoever.
Which
Really?
I think that'll probably be thrown into maybe a pre-show match.
Could be.
Jericho's a pre-show.
I know. No, I don't make the rules.
I think we still have time on Battleground for one of the old-fashioned Raw vs. SmackDown 10-person tag team matches.
Oh yeah, do you think they'll bring back bragging rights?
Well, not necessarily brag, but essentially just as like a first attack on the last.
I don't know if they would do that so soon though.
Why
Oh,
not?
excuse me, Optimus Provost, with your comment of this Teddy Long thing is getting old. How dare you? Yeah, why don't you eat that, dude?
Shouldn't
Why
have
don't you
said
eat
that.
more Mac Militant?
Shouldn't have said
Why don't you
that.
take it, bruh? Don't you dare tell us the Teddy Long thing's getting old.
Nope. Now we're just gonna do it like
I
3
know.
times a
This is
show.
about to be a battleground right now. Me
I'm
versus
just
chat
gonna leave
roll.
this song- I'm just gonna leave this song on for the rest of the
Yeah,
show.
please do. Thank you, Mark. We stand united.
Let us have our
By
fun
God.
things.
United
Let us have
States
our
of-
fun
The
things.
United States of Teddy
So
Long.
much male aggression.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know we
it's a lot
have Valor, Mystic,
Females
and
can be
Instinct
aggressive,
here, but I
too.
think we can all come together under
2016.
the flag of Teddy Long.
Thank you.
We do have 8 matches set for Battleground, which, maybe we'll get to at some point. But after the match, backstage, Daniel Bryan says hello to Golden Truth, Titus, Jack Swagger, Steph starts to make fun of him.
Like I gotta talk about this segment because Daniel Bryan runs into Titus O'Neil, runs into Jack Swagger, and he's like, "Are you guys getting taller? Like when did Daniel Bryan become my grandfather?
Yeah.
Like you guys are growing up so fast. You're so big."
Oh, he's a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy, the
Such a
sweetest
sweet
of
boy.
boys.
Such a
He's
sweet
that
boy.
boy.
little goat boy.
So, she calls him,
Go Boy.
like Chucky, and he says, well, it's probably better than Go Boy, so
I'll take it.
thanks a lot. Appreciate you. Darren Young taking on ADR with Miz on commentary. We have a double distraction here. Miz gets involved. Let's see who gets distracted first. So Darren Young gets distracted, doesn't work out. Then ADR gets Mags, he has the pin. Then Darren Young gets the roll-up and the bridge.
Beautiful bridge.
For the win.
Yeah.
Him and Bob Backlund.
Bobby B teaching him them bridges.
He's celebrating.
I was surprised when I first saw like the match for this. I was like, oh, okay, well, Del Rio's gonna just eat him.
No,
And
absolutely not. We're
but
making
I
Darren Young
forgot.
great again.
I know. I forgot about the coach.
Gotta make him look
Bobby
strong.
B. Love Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
I really thought when
Chicken
ADR
walk.
when ADR was distracted, I really thought Darren Young was going to slap the chicken wing on. That's what I thought.
Oh, dude, that's coming.
That's coming.
You know that's gonna happen.
That's coming. I think
It
that's
has
coming
to.
at Battleground. I think that's what's going to win him the title. Going on record.
You think Backlund strapping in the chicken wing?
No, I think Darren Young's strapping in the chicken
Oh,
wing.
I thought you were going to say
That would
Backlund
be
would do it
crazy.
for him.
No.
Oh,
Bobby B bequeathed him
he sure did.
the
Bequeathed.
the crossface chicken wing.
Bobby B bequeathed.
It's a lot of bees, guys.
You see him as a champion that quick. I mean, he just came
know.
back.
Yeah,
Just
and
came back.
and because everyone's going to be thinking that, so no one's going to see it coming.
And look at him.
I see Miz cheating. I see somewhat of a no contest, perhaps. But at SummerSlam, then I think it could be time to make Darren Young great again.
Yeah, I
don't
think
think so.
SummerSlam would be the time. where
We
he's
shall
like,
see, guys. Forgot my title belt again. Damn it.
Ty, I love you, but I'm with them on this one.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Well, you know what?
See what happens.
Come this time next week.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You are the predictions champion, so we can't forget that.
We're probably wrong.
Forgot my belt.
Are
Yeah.
you ready for the longest segment? Maybe. Ever. Okay, so Cena hits the ring first.
Oh, right.
He says, he just recaps everything that's going on. And then he says, the club can't see me because I got the certified G's. Enzo and Cass hit the ring.
Enzo was Enzo.
He was
Enzo
on fire
was
tonight.
crazy.
On it
He was
tonight.
Yeah.
in that ring.
Oh, he was on one tonight. I loved it.
A lot of punchlines here. He said, the club ain't nothing but some herbs with some insecurities.
What?
What?
Yeah.
that
Did you
mean?
not get that
I
either?
don't know.
Okay,
How you
I didn't get that.
how you doing?
I must have missed something.
I think
How you doing?
well, in the East Coast, some people say the word herb to mean like just like a dweeb, a dork.
Oh, okay.
You know.
That's
Oh, really?
I'm a West
Yeah.
Coast baby.
I am a Southern baby,
yeah.
so we would not know that. Now
I'm
we know.
a military
I'm
baby.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. See?
You should know everything.
Yeah.
I do a
all
little
over
bit
the
of a
place.
lot,
Yeah,
actually.
There's
a little bit
different,
of a lot.
you know, descriptions. Yeah, herb was just like, come on, you herb, like, kind of like you square, kind of
right.
like that.
That's
you
the
know,
name
like-
of my grandmother's brother.
No, it's a great name.
Yeah.
Herb.
Yeah, it's a great name.
It's
Well,
a fine name.
I loved this.
For a granddad,
I loved,
it's the
it was
best name
long,
ever.
but it was so good.
it was long. But
I
it didn't
really,
feel long.
I enjoyed the segment way more than I thought I would. If I saw it on paper, I wouldn't have been thrilled. But I super enjoyed it.
Yep.
Man, I just kind of like the whole steering #FunDad, into today.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
Oh, it's getting there. And
Also,
just-
Cass is really improving
absolutely.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the mic a lot.
he's a
like-
lot less. I don't want to say nervous, but yeah,
Robotic?
He's a lot more. Yeah, less robotic. Good point.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
organic, more natural.
Sure.
He's
He's
feeling it
having
now.
fun, yeah.
Put a little bit more mustard on it tonight.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Is that a
What
hot
was
dog
that?
thing?
That's
Yeah.
not a
No, it's just he put some flavor on it.
Is it-
Some mustard.
Oh, I thought it was
Some
because
Old
it's
Bay
from the East
seasoning.
Coast.
hashtag put some mustard on
No,
it.
some Old Bay seasoning. They're in Providence, up in the New England states.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. All those references.
Put some mustard on it.
Enzo says, I always judge a book by its cover because I ain't stupid enough to read that book. There's one. Without ugly in the world, there'd be no beauty. So Luke Gallows, thanks for your sacrifice. And AJ Styles, you got a haircut like a soccer mom. I don't.
No, the
you
open
doing?
mouth, the woman one. Did you? I'm not the only one who heard this.
Wait, what?
Where he was like, the only woman who opened a mouth to you is if she was yawning.
Yes, there you
I'm
go.
like, that's blue.
I did miss that one.
That was the very last one. Yeah.
There you go.
It was awesome.
And
I
so-
love that, yeah, he can take something as simple and tried and true in pro wrestling as calling your opponent ugly and make it so fun and creative.
Oh, I know the one that I liked. It was that Anderson was as generic as Times New Roman.
That, I can get into some typography humor, guys.
Sure.
I couldn't believe he did a Microsoft word burn.
He'll be
mean-
he'll be
No
busting
one
out
does
Comic
that.
Sans next week.
Yeah.
This way.
I mean, look,
Wingdings?
he ain't no sans serif.
He is a,
Ooh.
Let's keep it real.
he is a wingding.
Oh, Johnny knows Microsoft Word.
I do. I learned
wow.
it last week.
He's so
Across, like, some
smart.
sort of Joker man.
Ooh.
That was for you, Ty.
Mark.
What?
That's a deep cut.
That was font humor.
Font
Okay.
humor, typography, guys.
AJ and Rachel hates it. AJ and the club hit the ring, and they say, we have chemistry. You guys have none of it. We've sold out arenas all across the world, and tonight we get to beat up John Cena, Enzo, Cass, and the New Day, and then the New Day hit the ring.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is. They said
They wanted some.
Well, I wondered last week after going to the compound, are New Day just going to show up again?
This was my only issue with this whole segment is that after that dope ass segment last week, going to the compound, looking like a horror movie, pickaxes swinging everywhere, they show up today and they're completely unfazed.
Full gear.
Like not even like a little. What?
That's what we worried about, man.
I know that's exactly right.
Good point, though. There should have been something.
No.
Yes.
I don't want to say things that I want to say.
Don't.
You can say ish.
I just feel like this is something that we wanted to see, the New Day and the Wyatt thing, and we wanted to see it happen, and I feel like maybe somebody at the WWE Creative was not so into the idea and just nixed it all together. I think they just stopped it, just aborted it.
Well,
I was wondering about
Don't forget
that.
New Day and Wyatts, they're fighting this Sunday.
I know, but they came out in full gear. Like, they came out in full gear clapping with, like, musical instruments.
Not like the beat up wife beaters and the jeans.
They did, like, they have for the past 3 weeks.
It wasn't like
And
Street
it's been a
Fight
steady...
gear.
Wait, do you know if Xavier shaved his face? Because
What,
that's
like-
important. If he shaved his beard, that
I'll
means
check.
that this segment
I'll
is
check.
done.
I don't
I really-
think he
I
had a
really-
beard.
I
did have a
wasn't paying
beard when he
attention
was-
to. I was paying attention to his Pokemon knowledge,
Sure.
which is where I was.
I
I was
know,
dragged
yeah.
on. Yeah. But yeah, I liked the whole thing with the Wyatts where he was kind of under their spell. So
Right.
it's kind of a shame if
Exactly.
they have dumped that.
I know, it was
Yeah.
so fun, and I really like the idea that maybe the Wyatts were going to take Xavier Woods.
Right.
I was so ready for it, and
Yeah.
I fear that they have abandoned it.
I thought the compound thing was thrown together rather quickly. I said last week, I thought it would have been cool if the compound would have been an actual match on a pay-per-view that everyone had to watch on the screen.
I would have enjoyed that. I would have enjoyed
yeah.
that a lot.
Like, I feel like the compound... And look, a lot of
That's
people are
cool.
saying...
It
would've been different.
Did the idea come from the Hardy situation? No one knows. I don't know. But it was shot really well.
Dilapidated boat.
It was dilapidated boats were all over the place. It was really, really cool, but now they just show back up on Raw. Somehow they got away from the compound. I just, when something like that happens, it's very different. You just want to see it, go somewhere.
And even the club
have some life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even the club referencing Bray Wyatt and like trying to get to Xavier Woods, like he didn't even blink. Like I
Yeah.
thought that would have at least got him a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, they did
Real quick, Xavier was not shaved.
was not
Oh.
shaved.
He had a beard.
Okay.
There's hope.
Good. Good.
There's
There's
hope
hope.
yet.
All right, I'm gonna play the New Day music again.
Here's also something fun. Okay, so if Bray Wyatt ends up going to like SmackDown, do you think he'd be able to get his sister Abigail Claus into Daniel Bryan again?
Oh, interesting.
my God.
They might play with that.
Fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That lasted a long time.
Yeah,
That did.
2
That was a
weeks.
fun story. That was a fun story.
Speaking of which, Bray Wyatt would be my number one pick.
Number one draft pick?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I think he's the most multifaceted person on the roster. I think he's the guy that can be the whitest, hottest baby face in the world and the most sinister, evil heel that can just manipulate everyone. To
Exactly. When he gets chances, like little glimpses of babyface in like big 6-man tags where their heels on the opposite side, it's so
So
good.
good.
Me, he could do it all. I mean, there's a lot of great people. He would be my number one.
That's a good point. That's a very good pick. I like it.
Fun.
Yeah.
I like to see him have some life, like
Mm-hmm.
going through
It would be
things.
so fun if Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas got drafted to the same brand, and then Bo Dallas became part of the Wyatts.
I know that's that's one of your favorite.
That's my-
Let's make it a family affair.
Exactly.
That's like ideal to me because Bo Dallas, just separate from the fact that they're kin, has such like a infectious, crazy manic personality. And
like
if
that-
you pair that with a cult mentality, ooh,
That personality,
unstoppable.
that Bo Dallas's character is so he would be vulnerable to a Bray Wyatt character.
Yeah,
like
he'd be like,
he would be so
yes.
like unrelentingly optimistic and positive. Like that makes sense.
He would
That
be his
could-
right
that could
hand
work.
man.
Yeah.
Especially if Social Outcasts ended up taking
One
apart.
thing
come on,
that broke my heart is that Luke Harper was not listed on the list of eligible
Is he
superstars.
still
I'm sorry,
injured?
what?
Is
really-
he still out?
Yeah.
He's got a bad injury.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to mention, John Cena did go very fun dad, but He did know that there were more than 3 original Wu-Tang Clan members, which our friend Zeno Hour just named all original Wu-Tang Clan members.
Of course.
In the
Oh
chat.
my goodness.
Shout out to you, my friend.
And shout out to Mansour Melancholy,
Love that
who
guy. He's
said,
the best. He's the best.
Times New Roman Reigns. You're wrong.
Oh,
you
son
are
of
so
a-
wrong. Nice.
So good.
That is such
so
a
wrong.
very clever.
Right
Amazing.
yourself, guys.
So John Cena becomes Fun Dad, and then we finally get to the 12-man tag. Enzo gets tossed around by Braun Strowman, but a cool little face-off between Cass and Strowman. Is that something to come in the future? Maybe.
I think so,
Yeah.
and it was just even if it doesn't, it was such an amazing visual
Yeah.
to see Cass actually being taller than Braun.
Yeah.
How about the fact of, I don't even know what he was thinking. Enzo tagging himself in
Love it.
against Strowman.
Another amazing moment.
He gets
Love it.
excited.
I mean, I tweeted it and I was like, oh my God, this is like Psyduck when he pops up during Pokemon battles. And it's like, what are you doing?
here, honey?
It's like, you need to stop. No, not Team Instinct, Mark.
I like it.
I
Yeah,
kept
but
it on
he-
Johnny so that people could gif his disappointed face.
Johnny's
when he
so
started
bummed.
talking about Pokemon.
Hey, look, whatever people got to do to have fun, I'm on board.
That's why you're fun, Dad.
I'm being politically correct here and saying the
you
right
are
thing.
fun, Dad.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
The
thank you.
funnest of
You're
fans.
welcome.
I
here we
appreciate
go.
that.
No, but he was so determined. That face, he was like, this is happening.
Oh yeah,
I believed him too. I
I
believed him
did.
up until the moment he failed.
right. And then like, oh yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, you're tiny.
that probably yeah.
That was great.
I should have seen that coming.
I did enjoy how AJ was beating up Cena and then got right in the face of Bray Wyatt right before the Donnybrook broke out.
Yeah.
Just enjoyed
Yeah.
the fact that, AJ and the club, they don't care who you are. Like,
Just,
Exactly.
just like the club should be. Mm-hmm. The club.
I know you hate that.
Oh, the name.
It's
yeah.
clunky.
Oh, someone should be called
clunky.
the name.
Oh.
The name. There you go.
You know,
You can have that one for free.
Jim the Animal
Then-
Nightheart
Yeah.
was who
You
at
got
one point?
this.
Do you remember those days, Johnny?
What's that?
Jim the Animal Nightheart once donned a mask and was who at one point.
Yeah.
Just so they could do like who's on first routines on commentary.
Can't beat it.
History is a great.
Mark is calling me a bidoof in chat, and it's just really throwing me off. I don't know what that means.
A
like it.
Bidoof?
A bidoof? I don't know.
Okay,
I like
that's
it.
adorable.
I like it.
A Bidoof.
I haven't heard that.
Attitude
pretty-
adjustment
yeah.
to Gallows, spine buster to Cena, DDT by Enzo on Anderson. Oh yeah, that's great. And what is that?
That's a Badoo.
It's
That's
a
a
Bidoof,
Bidoof.
honey.
I like it.
I didn't think you'd actually show him what it was, Mark.
Looks like a puppy dog.
I gotta help where I can.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sweet. It's sweet. Could be worse.
Yeah.
I've been called worse, trust me.
I believe that.
Enzo accidentally clotheslined Cena into a Styles Clash for the win, so the club gets the W over Enzo, Cass, Cena, and New Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this music so
Oh,
much.
bad, bad, bad.
This is straight up butt rock, for sure. The buttest.
I love Mountain Dew. Yeah. It's so bad.
Is it a theme song to Nitro?
No,
That
that's.
was Gallows.
That's Gallows.
Anderson's music.
I'm no Mark.
Don't you besmirch the Nitro
Jeez.
music? Don't you besmirch the Nitro theme
I'd
song?
become a cheerleader and dance to that, so I don't blame it.
Next, we have Seth Rollins in the open arena. Just talks about how the Shield used to be and how they were pawns in his master plan to become champion. Calls Ambrose a thief and a coward and says, "Tonight, I'm going to end his dream run, and I've always been the man."
Hooah.
Yeah.
like it.
I enjoyed that they
It's
did
cool.
this.
Yeah.
Sure. I did.
I want, I want more
Yeah.
kind of out of the box stuff like this.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, we filmed this before, and he's just doing that inner monologue. You know?
Right.
And it's like, yeah, I liked it.
Harken back to the old days of long promos. And
And
I'm into it.
those are not old days. We get plenty of long promos.
I mean, those solo promos I feel like are kind of throwbacky. The like, am I wrong?
like vignettes, like
yeah.
yes,
I like
yeah,
that.
definitely.
I like throwbacks.
Yeah,
Well, I
long
like it-
promos.
I love
Long
throwbacks.
I mean, you know.
Yeah,
I like it when you have, these athletes that can also stand their own on the mic for that length of a time for a promo. It's like, I appreciate that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Rollins
that's-
is a god.
Good question here from Ed Richards in chat.
Suck it, God.
Do you guys have a prediction on which tag team is getting split up? Now, we already know Lucha Dragons have agreed
Yeah.
to split.
Right.
Do you think there's any major split ups because of the draft, particularly?
maybe the Ascension.
Yeah, because they were
that
they
a
were
major
they wanted
split
to.
I guess not major.
I guess not.
It's a huge deal to me.
It's, I'm a big Connor and Victor fan.
How solid is Breeze Dango and Golden Truth right now?
I like them
I think-
so much. I
yeah.
hope they
Yeah.
don't. I hope they don't split up.
I think those
I don't
are
want
those are
them to.
I think those are new enough to where they're gonna try and get some more mileage out of them.
Unless they split them up and put Breeze with a bunch of NXT guys and let him do his thing for once.
That'd be pretty phenomenal.
You don't think New Day, do you?
They better not.
It's possible.
I mean,
they better not.
There's something to be said for quitting while you're ahead and not getting into like the NWO Black and Silver era.
No, they need to stay together at least until SummerSlam.
I think that they're going to not be together for a little bit and then be together again.
Okay.
That's what I
That's
think.
fair.
Going along Johnny's thing of Bray Wyatt being drafted first, what if they draft Bray Wyatt and the next person drafted is Xavier Woods?
That's exactly what I'm thinking, and I think that they're
Do you
going to
think
pull
Woods wouldn't get
heel.
drafted that high, though?
No, I mean, you never know.
But Wyatt would probably be drafted that low.
I think drafting people high,
true.
drafting people high and drafting people early, I think is a really kind of unexpected way of putting them over and making them look strong in the
Also,
fans' eyes.
Woods is the champ. He has a belt. He's got a title.
Well,
He's good.
I mean, he's one of 3 champions that doesn't defend it often.
But at the same time, if they said tag team, does that count for a 3-person team?
Yes,
yeah,
yeah,
they said that.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
but
New
it's
Day
Either
counts
the
as
full
a
one
team.
or they
That AJ
take
Styles
one.
match,
Fair play.
he can fight.
Oh, sure. Oh, he's amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We're fans.
No, Xavier can bring it. I just think he's got. I mean, all 3 of them are fantastic. We're all big fans. But
yeah.
Xavier's got another level that we haven't even seen yet as far as his performing, his acting, and his in-ring skills.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods can do it all. And I think we're maybe reaching that time where we're going to see it. I'm not saying it's going to be New Day style. It could be something totally different.
Yeah.
But he could do it.
When the New Day first started around and he was kind of coming out with the horn-rimmed glasses a la Malcolm X, that was some amazing stuff that we didn't really get a chance to see much of.
Yeah.
It's true, but I also think that they work so well as a package that if you take any of them out of there, it's just not going to be the same.
It won't be the same, but that,
But I mean,
that
like,
doesn't
to the point
necessarily
where-
mean it'll be bad.
Yeah. I know. It's hard to think about.
I mean, Kofi's been around since 2008.
Kofi's
and
been
he's-
around since the dawn of time.
He's fine, yeah. Mike Adamle days, guys.
He's gone through. Kofi's been through a lot.
You're making me crazy, Kofi.
Nah, I'll just so you now, I'll riot if New Day gets broken up.
Well, you know
right.
what?
I really
Right.
support you.
Make sure you
Get your
live.
weapons ready.
Make sure you put it on Facebook Live. And all your anger. Backstage, Foley with Breezango, their outfits on point all day.
Of course.
Shane approached and said, "Hey guys, you mind if you go dance off?" And he spins them around and they bounce. And he says, the rumors going around, Mick, is that the 2 reasons you got hired by Steph is 1, your popularity, fans love you, and 2, Steph can manipulate you rather easily. And Mick gives it right back to him and says, you know what, I appreciate it, but what I see is drive, I see passion, but thanks for looking out for me, buddy. Have a nice day. Actually, Shane says that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dug that.
Enjoyed
It
it.
was a dig. Respectful dig.
I liked all of the backstage shenanigans that were happening with the new hires.
Ugh. God, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Just Mick is just like, he brings it to everything he does. And I think he's going to get in the ring, which will be different from SmackDown.
Yep.
Not to disparage Sweet Brian.
Oh, you think he'll actually like get in and like mix
I
it up
think
with
he'll get
people?
in the ring.
I
think
don't
he'll
think
get-
so.
No.
Come on.
No way.
I can tell you this.
Please?
Back in April,
Well, okay.
Can I have it?
back in April, I did the Irvine Improv with Mick, and it was the very, very end of his touring, and he was he's like, dude, I'm exhausted. I cannot wait to go home and he's like, I've loved the shows, but I can't wait to go home and rest. I guess 3 months were enough, but then again, he's really flying in 1 day a week.
Right.
I know flying. He's a big dude.
And it could be, yeah, who
Flying's
knows?
not easy.
It could be once, in a couple of months. Like, it could just be
You
a
don't think
one-off thing.
He's going to jump off of any cages.
Oh, God, no.
I think he'll be really good at handing weapons to someone.
Sure.
Yeah,
he could
true.
do that.
I think if someone,
kinda
if,
mix it up. a
if
little.
someone pushes him enough in a few months, we might see him in a one-off match, maybe.
Can I just say that
I really don't.
my Bumble bio says, just looking for the Foley to my Sacco.
That is amazing.
And it has yielded 0 results. People are like, what's a sock? Thank
What's
you.
a sock?
Thank you.
Not a socko.
No, not a sock.
A sock.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what socks are.
Well, I'm gonna have to log on to Bubble ASAP because that's the best
mittens.
profile of all time.
Get at me, bud.
Automatic swipe right.
Hell yeah,
All right,
bud.
so Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara for about 37 seconds. They announced the Lucha Dragons have broken up and gone their separate ways. Corbin hits the end of days for the win. Kalisto tries to make the save. Corbin attacks him, and he just disposes of them both.
What did Kalisto think he was doing?
Just flying around.
What?
Same thing Enzo thought he was doing when he tagged it.
Just, I'm gonna do my best.
that's, I'm gonna give it the old college try.
That's what it is.
That's really funny. I'm gonna give it my all.
Yeah, it's
Gotta try.
I mean,
I want that to
is-
be on the shirt.
That is so cute. I have
Hey.
a mug that says I did my best. I'm just gonna ship it to Khaleesi.
I did my best, guys.
I mean, everybody's seen like the Pokemon meme where you have, Charizard and was it Blastoise and not Team Instinct Mark.
Subtle.
And then
Yeah.
you've got Venusaur.
Team Valid.
And
what?
he's just
Yeah. It's like,
what the hell
I'm
is he
also
doing?
here.
my best.
We're still friends.
well,
Yeah,
it was dumb.
I did like Corbin's move of turning Sin Cara's mask around.
love that. I love
yeah.
when that happens.
I mean, that
Yeah.
was good. It was.
I
well
hate
done.
anytime I like anything that he does.
Corbin, right?
Yeah.
I know. It's frustrating.
It just doesn't feel right.
But I'm being worked. I know that. I'm so easy.
Trying to get you.
They're like, I speak to people, I'm like, oh, I just hate him. They're like, yeah, he's the heel, Rachel.
Yep.
You're supposed to hate him.
You're supposed to hate him.
I know, and I do,
are.
and he's doing it. Don't play that
He's doing
stupid music.
Look, I'll be the first one to admit I don't like him.
He's
And
hateable.
that's how it's supposed to be.
But, I mean,
because he's every person I hated growing up. He's
a bully.
he's the jock that thought he was the king of the school.
Dude, I'm the exact opposite with him. When they were trying to push him as a monster babyface in NXT, I hated his guts.
Oh, yeah,
and
so
then
did I.
as soon as he started beating up people and telling them to go back to Ring of Honor and hating every indie darling.
but you're not listening. I got it. I like that, but I hate him.
He's genuinely,
like
I think,
that.
is
No,
a
but
bad
that's the thing.
guy.
I guess the heel part is not working on me.
Really?
Oh.
So yeah, because I genuinely enjoy him.
Oh,
I'm like,
gee.
yeah.
Did you ever
beat-
watch Breaking Ground?
Beat them both up. Yeah.
When he was just eating his food while they were setting up the ring, and they're like, I hope you like your food, and he's like, yeah, I like it. I hate him.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I'm okay
much
with that. I'm
Well,
okay with that.
don't let Disney fool you. I mean, giants aren't all friendly. He's the Andre the Giant Emmy winner.
He's the BFD,
he's a bad
but the F
guy.
stands for something else.
So
He's a bad boy.
Yeah.
He wears leather pants. He drives a motorcycle. He's a bad boy.
It's a bad boy.
He goes to thrift stores and buys cat skulls.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
He's
good,
also
Why are
another
there
extremely soggy
good
boy.
place to buy. if you ask
Super
me.
soggy.
But he's not bad, and I hate that he's not bad because he doesn't love wrestling. Ooh, who said it first? I did? Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, but I think that's all part
No,
of the
that's a
character.
great. No, that's a great point.
I think it's
No,
all part of the character. He's there to kick ass and win. He doesn't care about it.
He doesn't care.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
if you're taking into account Breaking Ground and everything, this is a guy that came from football, didn't really care about wrestling.
He's like, I'm just good at it.
doesn't care about the indie guys cred, you know, on the interwebs.
Right.
Yeah.
Eh,
All part of the character.
I
It's
know
why we should hate
I
him.
know I'm being worked.
It's
I know.
okay. Nice. Don't worry about it. Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Sasha and Becky. This gets broken up quick.
Super quick.
Natalia just yanks Becky off the apron, starts beating her up. Sasha gets attacked from behind by Charlotte, and it pretty much just ends with Charlotte on top. I mean, the question is, Natty and Becky. Is this is this gonna be?
That
Yes.
is a match at Battleground.
Singles
yeah.
match at Battleground, and then of course we have Sasha Banks and TBD
Question mark.
versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. I dig this. We got two women's matches on the same pay-per-view. Hell yeah, totally on board with that. Mm-hmm. Who do you think now?
Yes.
I feel like I'm
Yes.
doing
Nope.
a spoiler.
what?
No.
It just saw out of my brain.
Just say it.
Okay, the draft's tomorrow night.
Right.
Yeah.
Battlegrounds
it
is Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I 100% think it's going to be Nia Jax.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking Bailey.
Nope.
Do they really need to draft Nia Jax?
Yas, Nia, yas.
Mm-hmm. I think both Bailey and Nia are getting drafted.
I think that Sasha's gonna pick Bailey though.
Yeah, I mean, Nia Jax is kind of it'd be going against what Sasha is now, and then it's heel team versus heel team in a way.
Right, but Nia could be faced just as easily. You know the NXT continuity does not count on the main roster.
But those eyes.
And Nia is large and powerful.
You know she is.
But she's such a good heel, and if they're bringing in somebody as over as Bailey, like that's got to be the face team.
Sure.
It has to be Bailey.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
we don't
Bailey-
think it's going to be anybody that's kind of on the roster already, like
I don't think
Emma
so. I think there's
Emma's too
there's a
hurt.
very obvious
Emma's
reason.
so hurt.
There's a very obvious reason
Everybody's hurt.
they gave her a mystery partner because they never truck out
Yeah.
the mystery partner unless it's going to be someone
That
significant.
they're bringing
Right, right.
in.
And
yeah.
Bailey's at that point now where she's done everything she possibly could in NXT, and I believe she even tweeted something somewhat cryptic the other day about everything's about to change.
Right.
And so, and she was actually on the Wrestling Compadres last week. Dale got to interview her, and she said, everything's up in the air, but she's like, wherever it is, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Well, you're right. You're right. I think you guys are right for sure.
well, we will definitely see.
The only other potential, and I don't even know if she's cleared because I thought she was injured, may be Naomi. That's the only other person I could think of
love
as a
Naomi,
potential.
but they already had their breakup. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't think that they would rehash that. Here.
There is precedent, guys.
I'm very excited for when Naomi finally is in the title picture.
Yeah, but this is Sasha's push I
Agreed.
think this is Sasha's push, and they're not going to tie her down with Team Bad. Like, they're not going to be like, oh, now you're part of the thing again.
It won't necessarily be like, oh, we're Team Bad, we're going to be a real team again. It's just like, hey, these girls are being dicks. We're going to team once, just once.
But don't you think that would kind of make everybody go, oh, is Team Bad back? And then kind of diminish Sasha's push?
Possibly. That's definitely possible. Does not preclude it from happening, as
No,
we've
for
seen.
sure not. Yeah, for sure not.
I'm just saying it's potential. I think you guys are right with Bailey.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I hope
best.
so.
I mean, we get
Bailey.
6
I hope so.
NXT draft picks. You got to believe. I'd say 2 are going to be female. Out of
Yeah, I'm
6.
thinking Bailey,
least.
Nia, Finn, American Alpha as a team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. They're ready.
Not
else?
Smojo.
Maybe no,
No, I
not
think he's gonna
Samojo.
stay
No,
in
not
NXT.
Samojo. Yeah,
What
Who
if
else?
what if it's Nakamura?
Ty Dillinger would be incredible.
Yeah.
Nakamura. Yeah, I think Nakamura
And
for sure.
I think don't sleep on Aries. I think he's got a shot of going to one of the brands.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
He's just running with No Way Jose right now, so that can end.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I don't
That's true.
think they need Aries in this draft.
Yeah, I think they.
I think you're right. But
I
I'm
think
saying
they'll keep him down
he
there.
He can thrive anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
oh,
sure
for
he
sure,
can.
yeah.
And I think that obviously is inevitable, but I think they're going to keep him down in NXT for a little bit longer.
I just
Could
can't
be.
wait to see him and Owens as Team Jerk.
Just a bunch of jerks.
I think they're definitely going to bring up Nakamura and Finn, because then they can do like a full Bullet Club thing.
Well,
And
considering
I think American Alpha for sure as well.
Finn tweeted a picture today. I don't know if you saw it. Of the Demon, where half was like SmackDown, half was Raw.
Oh, I like it.
Oh yeah.
I mean-
Naomi did the same. Oh well, not Demon.
Kind of
but
foreshadowing.
But
I like it.
Also at a live show, Finn said, did somebody leave the door open?
There's
I
a
can-
draft,
I can
yeah.
feel a draft coming up.
Yeah.
Finn's never
so
been subtle with
sneaky.
his.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, though, at this point, it's like if we're looking at it from, say, a sports perspective, because it is a draft for the best wrestlers out there. Well, of course, why wouldn't he get drafted? It's almost a sure thing. If you're a GM or a commissioner, yeah, you're going to draft him.
Yeah.
So he's going to go.
And he's essentially had his farewell match already.
Sure.
Hasn't he like never eaten a piece of bread in his life? He's just made of steel.
I think he's gluten free. You're right.
Yeah, he like doesn't eat bread. He like doesn't eat grains.
Really?
He eats off the land.
A lot of avocados.
He's just made of steel.
I just know he likes Legos. That's all I know.
I don't think he's eating Legos.
I don't think he's eating Legos
he
either.
just
He
likes.
might be.
He likes playing with them.
He's
Who
so
doesn't
tough.
like Legos, Ty? Everyone loves
I
Legos.
think
But,
he
like-
eats Legos, and that's why he's so hard.
Finn
Yeah.
especially. He's a boy that loves his Legos.
His abs do have a lot of bumps in them.
Oh, yep.
Don't
You
step
can
on his abs.
you can snap Legos onto them.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
So next, we get a nice little, speaking of flashbacks, Dean Ambrose picks up the old Shield cam, which I really like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Just as after tonight, still going to be the champ.
Super nice.
Really dug that.
Yeah.
Next, Lana's in the ring wearing camouflage, which I found rather interesting.
She
Ty,
said,
just move on.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. There's really nothing else to say.
No,
no,
just
keep going.
Mark only got through that and then had to cut. I like
I
that.
apologize.
No. It was time to move on.
quick.
I
she
just
said
enjoyed
something really like very problematic to me.
What's
Lana.
that?
Lana did.
Okay.
Oh,
She's
that
like-
he's the only one that can have me?
Yes!
I knew it. I knew
It's
it.
like, stop pandering to the gross people on social media who are like, I want to touch your body stuff.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, well, he's the only one who can have me. You're a wonderful woman. You seem smart and you can fight okay. You don't have to do that. You
But
don't have to do
but it's
that.
all
I
part
saw
of the
it.
character.
It was just classic '80s heel
That's what
female
it-
manager stuff.
That's what it is.
Still working on it.
We're past that. You're a woman. You're a managing woman. You can do it without your boobs.
Yeah, I do miss when she actually had more to say than just introducing Rusev.
But don't forget,
Because
it's not-
remember, we loved her on the mic. She was fun on the mic. She was great on the mic. Now
Yeah.
she's introducing Rusev.
Right.
And
But
I
there's a
think
reason
because
for
I
it. It's
love
obviously
Lana.
coming from somewhere.
I love
Right.
Lana. Oh, God bless you.
Thank you. That's not a sneeze.
Oh.
Clearing the old throat. No, I mean,
a little frog.
I think if she's not
Like
talking
that-
a lot,
that
it's
way.
obviously coming from someone for a reason. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but her wearing the camouflage, I thought was
It was an interesting choice.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was.
Kelly. That's a Lizzie McGuire reference.
Oh man.
We can move past that.
That was.
I got you, Ray.
Thank you,
Oh
Mark.
boy.
Well, the match didn't last very long. Rusev and Sheamus versus Dolph and Ryder, and wow, rather quickly,
Yeah.
Rusev makes Ziggler tap out. Rusev Machka for the win.
Yeah, in the usual accolades, not the super
Not
uber
the
accolades.
not the level 2 alpha accolade.
No, it was just like the first one.
Just the OG.
Yeah.
The OG.
Yeah. But it looks like it still damn hurts.
Johnny, do you got some Rusev tweets for us?
Yeah,
A lot of
dude.
screaming.
Give me, I forgot about that.
I
Get
do
some.
love Lana and Rusev. Mm-hmm. I do adore them.
Sure, absolutely. And it has become a recurring segment, just reading Rusev's tweets.
Yep.
Because he's unexpectedly hilarious on Twitter.
I get that, but I don't think he knows.
Oh,
He's
There's
like
no way he knows.
he's like accidentally.
he knows.
Yeah.
Like a kid that like says funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Rusev is like the kid who like stands up and farts on accident in class, and he's like, "Yeah,
I meant to do that, guys.
yeah, I'm funny."
Speaking of funny,
This is me being funny.
Ascension are backstage pitching themselves to Mick Foley. I think talking about their house where they
Well,
live.
To me,
Yeah.
in my head, they were explaining the wasteland to him.
Maybe.
Like the wasteland isn't necessarily like all dystopian. It's just very pretty, and it's in the Caribbean. It's the shining star of the Caribbean, guys. That's where the wasteland
Did
is.
they say pitch and play?
Yes, they did.
What is that?
That's like a
Wait,
Right.
did you say pitch and
It's-
play?
yeah, it's-
pitch and play.
Like a batting
Not
cage?
pigeon. Pitch. What?
Batting cage. Oh,
Pitch
sports.
and play.
batting.
Yes, sports. I
I think
understand.
you pronounced
Pool
a D
and
in there.
pond.
A batting cage. Oh, yes, because they're bad guys. Do you get it?
Hey, before we move on, do you want to hear
Damn it.
Rusev tweets?
Yes.
6 NXT people will be drafted. Good. Very good. Advice, stretch your back. The accolade is stiff.
Yes, Rusev.
I always love when he adds a bunch of ha 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 ha's to the end
Yes.
of the tweet. That's always like my favorite punctuation that he uses.
I'll try to find
Stiff
one.
is an interesting use of.
Actually, he is not tweeted.
Stiff in the wrestling
Language.
the wrestling sense.
Wow, not a lot of tweets this past week. He's
know.
been a busy guy.
He's
Alright, then.
he's preparing
Mm-hmm.
for all the NXT guys to give them all those accolades.
All at once.
Oh,
Yeah.
here, I'll save one. Okay.
Okay.
So,
you got another one.
Yeah, another one coming up. But Daniel Bryan and Mick Foley have a conversation. Daniel Bryan says, hey, I want to have a good working relationship. The competition's on, but we got to stay on good terms. And Mick is like, yeah, we both possess the ability to overcome, outfight, outwork, and outlast anybody else. May the best brand win. Let the games begin. I loved this.
I was super into it. super into it for sure.
Cool.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice to see some fight there.
It's friendly competition.
Yeah.
Or is it friendly?
Well, I think that
No,
they're
it's
both.
competitive.
I think they're both going to be crafty. Like I think it's friendly, and they're not going to just hit each other and be like, "I'm stronger." I think they're going to be crafty, and I think they're going to be smart about the way that they get ratings.
It did seem a little bit out of character that Dia Bride just came right in like with a fat joke out of nowhere. Like that seemed
Fat joke.
seemed weird.
What fact?
Wait, what?
When
fat
he
joke?
said when they were talking about the similarities between the two, and Daniel Bryan was like, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of like you, but like if I was looking in a funhouse mirror."
Oh, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
And he's
take,
like,
I
I'm
didn't
kinda
take that
like
as a
you.
fat.
he was. That was 100%.
joke?
That was 100%
Oh.
prepared and written for him
I was
as
just,
a fat joke.
I was just thinking because it was just like he looks weird, not that he was fat.
He's fat.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't
totally
take it as
got it.
a.
Yeah,
didn't take
I
it
just
as
thought
a
it was
fat
a
joke.
And
weird
then-
thing.
and then,
the
yeah.
binoculars.
Right.
Where it's like
Yeah.
I'm looking at you with the wrong end of the
That's
binoculars.
cute.
I knew that was a short joke.
Sure.
I mean, everybody knows that.
Yeah, but it seemed out of character. D-Bride didn't seem like he would come in with a
No,
fat joke.
they were just batting around with each other. They
He's
were
been
just
hanging out with the
playing.
McMahons for too long.
Oh, there is that.
Trying
you know.
to fight dirty.
I mean, there could be a kind of, when you're that close to pure evil, awesome pure evil, then that can kind of leak its way
Right,
onto you.
chaotic evil.
It might get dirty. Who knows?
Do we think that we're gonna see any like Mankind or Dude Love or anything?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, 'cause
I would love that.
I don't think Mick
all
wants to
right.
take away from the current superstars.
I would. God, it
that's
has
very,
always it has
sweet.
always been one of my dreams to see like OG Mankind, like piano music, rocking back
The
and forth in the corner,
hair.
tearing the hair out. Yeah.
That's such a dream,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm never gonna see it.
Nope.
You know what you will see and hear right now?
What's that?
A Rusev tweet.
Please, I need it.
Some dude named L. Birdman tweets at him, rumor has it you are getting drafted by the Bush Leagues and sent back. So Rusev quotes it and says, I don't play baseball, let alone for the Rangers. I'm assuming this guy.
Sports humor.
I'm assuming he looked at this guy's
Rusev.
profile and saw he was a Rangers fan
Uh-huh.
and then crafted said response.
There you go. I like
Okay.
it.
I don't understand it.
I like it. You
No.
know,
Rusev does, and that's all that matters.
sports. I guess.
A burn is a burn.
Yeah, it was. Hey, he tweeted it, and that's good enough for me.
Moving on, main event, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose for the WWE Championship. Everyone's ringside. We got Steph, Shane, Mick Foley, Daniel Bryan. At one point, Seth gives a weird wink to Stephanie. A lot of back and forth. We had a hit frog splash. We had a miss frog splash. No water in the pool. Seth Rollins sends him into the barricade. Just trading blows back and forth. Ambrose gets sent into the corner, but then a DDT as a reversal. Whoo! A lot going on. Then a pedigree. But no, Ambrose kicks out. Then the ref gets knocked down. We have a superplex. They cover each other. And then all confusion.
All four shoulders on the ground.
Oh man,
Very confusing.
I was
It's
so
still before we get all before we get to these shenanigans. It's still like even what is it? 2 years later. No, 4 years later. I'm an idiot. 4 years later, it's still kind of surreal that like not only are forgive me for getting like super up my own ass in terms of like indie fucking smarks whatever, but like. The fact that Tyler Black and Jon Moxley are in WWE, the fact that they're main eventing Raw for the WWE Championship, and they're being taken seriously as two of the top people in the entire company, it's still pretty incredible.
It is incredible.
Yeah, that is good. But this freaking ending, I could not.
It's working on Markeia.
I could not believe this.
It's
Like,
working on
no,
Markeia.
you don't do that. Okay, you don't have that happen and have Ambrose, obviously the winner in my book. You know, obviously, and you don't have that, and then you tweet what the results are later. No, you show us on the program right then.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes. Yes.
This is pro wrestling.
I called
No.
it from the first spot. I said, there's no way that this is a clean fight. There's no way that this is going to end well. And yeah, I'm not surprised, and I'm underwhelmed. It was a good match.
It's functional. It's a functional decision.
It was a good match, and it's a functional. It was a means to an end that they needed to do.
Right.
And good for them. They did it, and we get to see them fight again. That's great.
I guess so.
Exactly.
Okay, I enjoyed this match. You know, I enjoyed
the match. They're
I
always
thought this was a
fantastic.
They
great
always do
match.
amazing stuff.
Yeah,
Fantastic
no, it's
match.
like the two of these two working together, and then also having the added appeal of having Shane on the watching on the sidelines, and he was so into it. Once Ambrose did that like dirty deeds out of nowhere, and Shane's like, oh, you're like, what?
Super hyped.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
this
that
is
Foley was
fantastic.
the only one. Foley was standing from the first spot. He was just like, yes, I'm here.
Everything about this.
This is great.
And absolutely loved Stephanie just grabbing a mic and be like, nope, I know who won. I
Right.
know who won, and
Yep.
it was
Yeah.
Rollins,
Yep.
and declaring it.
Dean's shoulders were
Which
more
makes
down
you
than
think right
Rollins
away.
were.
She's
Yeah.
like, well, I'm going to draft Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. That's what you would
Really
think.
quick, we got an update from the chat that apparently on the Raw post show was when they showed the results, and that's when they tweeted it out.
Got it.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, good.
So Dean actually retains officially, which means Battleground.
As a result of a draw.
Which I guess the first time we're going to see Roman Reigns is Sunday.
Yeah, which I think that's been the plan all along. Yeah.
Yeah, they've kept him relevant,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Holding my breath.
Don't do. I told you not to do that.
I know. I am very curious to see how all this plays out. I'm very curious to see if they give him a title. Because I can see it happening.
You think he's going to get it back on Sunday?
I can see it happening. I can see it
Do
happening.
you think Roman's getting it back on Sunday?
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
I can see it happening.
Really?
Interesting.
Roman having it back. I don't think I would not be behind that at all.
Yeah, no,
I have to say.
it would be horrifying.
No. I
But-
mean, I mean, as in, I feel a little indifferent towards Roman getting it back.
Oh, sure.
Because he needs to be part of the chase. You know, it has to be either Rollins or Ambrose.
Well, that's why I think that Reigns is going to get it. I don't genuinely think this, but it'd be interesting if Reigns got it, and then because it's always more interesting the fight for the title than holding the title. That's always more interesting.
Sure.
So I would like to see where it goes and who's fighting for it.
I mean, I think we're at the point, if Roman Reigns is going to become champion again, it's got to be due to heel tactics of some type.
Yes, bloody handprint on the face.
Would love that.
It's
Never
just-
letting that
At
go.
this point, he's got to become a monster heel first before he could really become, in my opinion, a babyface people are going to get behind.
So then what do you think about him turning full-fledged heel, winning the title, and then a face Dean Ambrose chasing him for it?
I dig that. I dig that so
Yeah.
hard.
That could work. Like
Why
maybe
not?
if like Kane infested him with one of the demons from the underworld, and he just went full demon Reigns.
Interesting.
Then that could work. But
as
that
opposed to
would take
corporate Reigns.
time.
Right.
I
Yeah.
almost feel like Reigns kind of needs someone with him, though.
Sure.
Because look, like you said, Dean Ambrose chasing him, he's not going to keep up with Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
What do you think about him becoming a Paul Heyman guy?
I mean, I'd love to see Heyman on television more. Obviously, Lesnar's only going to be there every now and then.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think also Reigns could pull off this silent heel.
And that's I've been saying that's why people loved him so much in the Shield, is because he got in, he got the hot tag, he kicked ass, he said believe that, and then he left.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And Mr. Melancholy brings up a great point. Reigns would be a 4-time champion in less than a year. That's a little bit.
That's crazy to think
Yeah,
about.
but they've done that to us.
Well,
Sure.
yeah.
They're doing
that's
that.
their bad.
Like, it would be crazy, but there have been a lot of things
Crazier things have happened.
that have been crazy.
Yeah.
I prefer for Ambrose to retain because I think he's the most interesting, champion that we've had for a little bit, and it's really great having other people chase him because, like for instance, this match, who does that? Who does a title match right before you have to do a title match anyway within the same week? Ambrose does that. Lunatic Fringe does that. That's
Right.
interesting. I love that. So yes, I enjoy having him reigning right now. I could also see Rollins doing it. I would not mind that because Ambrose would then go back into crazy town where he'd be popping out of places,
But you don't think he would go the craziest if the one guy he thought he could trust turned on him?
Yeah, but then it would also be Reigns having the title, and it's just
but it's a prop.
But it's a heel Reigns. It's a brand new Reigns.
when he comes back because of the suspension.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll have to see what
That's
happens.
what I'm thinking.
But Ambrose retains.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think Ambrose.
You think he's going to retain?
To me,
Has to.
Roman winning the title, I don't know what sense that makes. And Rollins for sure.
It would incense everyone. That's
Yeah.
what it would. If he finally, thank you, Mark. If he
boiled my blood.
finally, after all these years, finally turned actual full-on heel
Oh, no.
and said screw everybody.
If he does that,
that's the sense it would make. That's what I'm thinking.
What it should happen.
If he does that, sure. Then the question, where does that leave Rollins? Because since he's come back from injury, he's been nothing but smarmy Rollins again.
Yeah.
And the thing is, look, everyone knows, everyone wants to get behind Rollins. The thing is, physically, I know they don't want him doing his crazy stuff yet. He's too soon from injury.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the flips and everything aren't going to cut it right now. He's got to really take his time before that. So it's a tough call, man. This Sunday, it's unpredictable.
I know, but I like it.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's the best thing it could possibly be.
Love it, absolutely.
I don't know how, but I am excited to see Reigns in the ring again.
Sure.
I'm excited to see, because I think that he's going to come with, like, some power that we haven't seen
Some intensity,
before.
some aggression.
Yeah, he has something to prove now, as opposed to before it was just a lot of stuff was handed to him, and now he has something to come back from. So I want to see that.
Yeah.
They need to make him heel. He looks, look at his face. Look at his whole body. Look at his soggy hair.
Yeah.
He's a heel. Homeboy's a heel.
Soggy boys are always heels.
Soggy boys are always heels. That's my number one rule.
And
on the
technically,
shirt, yeah.
so
Hashtag.
was The Rock. The Rock was a great heel, but he was so good on the microphone you couldn't help but like him.
Exactly.
Same thing
Right.
with Stone
Well,
Cold.
and yeah,
He's having
they
the opposite issue.
they had to turn him heel because he had the exact same problem that Roman Reigns had.
Yes.
They tried to shove him down everyone's throats. Everyone hated him and wanted him to die.
Yep.
Yeah.
And The Rock really thrived. The question is, can Roman thrive in that situation? A lot more than he has so far, I think. So yeah, that's the question.
I
We have no
support it.
answers. Yeah.
I'm gonna like it and love it. Whatever happens, I know
gonna
I'm
hit
gonna.
like.
I'm gonna hit like.
Well, with that said, it's been a heck of a show. We're really looking forward to the draft, followed by Battleground this Sunday. A lot going on, so let's get going. Markeia, put yourself over.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Markeia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty. Also on Snapchat, Darth Thinmans. And as far as comedy goes, there's a lot of comedy shows that I'm actually going to be missing this week because I will be at Comic-Con in San Diego.
Woo!
Yes, I will be interviewing a number of people, of which I will tweet out what those people are. Hit me back with questions for them. But yeah, I will be there Wednesday through Sunday of this week. So check me out on Twitter and Snapchat with that.
That's right.
Cool.
Rachel Evans.
Hi, I'm Rachel. You can. I'm so bad at
You
this.
still are.
You can follow me on Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans. Depends on how your brain works. And you should subscribe to Snarled, which is a YouTube channel that I do. Wow, I'm bad at that. YouTube.com/Snarled. Thanks.
Ty Matthews.
You can find me on social media at Ty Matthews.
What is
Gotcha.
going on?
Excuse me.
Jesus,
Excuse
guys.
me.
It's me.
You can find me on social media at Ty Matthews PMA, as well as various other after shows, including right here Monday Night Raw. Tomorrow night we'll be having a special draft special that I will be coming in on. Markeia, you will be there, right?
Yes, I will be on the SmackDown Live draft special with Ty
There you
Matthews
go.
tomorrow, part of the SmackDown panel.
Christy Olsen, George Hermosa. We're going to have representatives from every show show covering this draft, so it's going to be good stuff. You can find me on Wednesdays on American Ninja Warrior, Thursdays, only Thursday, singular, this coming Thursday for Lucha Underground, the very, very last episode of Season 2, so go check that out. And, of course, as J-Lo said at the top of the show,
that's right.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Tough TV, Fight TV, KDOC, U2 America, Patreon. Check those local listings.
Yeah, if you're not watching Fight TV and you're not watching Championship Wrestling, come on. You're going to love it. And you're going to see people you know. How often does that happen?
Absolutely.
For God's sake.
On the TV, it's Saturday afternoons at 4 p.m. In person, if you're in SoCal, you can check it out out in Port Hueneme.
This Sunday we
got a TV taping. It's about an hour north of LA if you are in the area.
Yeah.
But it's 3 p.m. and it's completely free. It's right on the beach. There's no reason for you not to come.
I'm gonna be there.
Yep, and we're off the heels of our biggest event of the year, which was amazing. And
Super cool.
Ty was a
Red
big
Carpet
part of that.
Rumble.
Absolutely.
That'll be airing soon.
You can find me on Twitter at JQuasto. Find the Wrestling Compadres at Fox Compadres. Huge week. We're also doing a thing for the draft tomorrow. It's going to be on Facebook Live on our Facebook page, so facebook.com/FoxCompadres. I don't know what we're doing exactly, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're also recording super late tomorrow night. That way we go up first thing Wednesday morning after the draft is over. So it's going to be a huge week, so make sure you follow us there. Other than that, big time. Blood Drive, Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, July 29th and 30th. It's going to be another big 2-day blood drive. So if you're anywhere near Southern California, or if you know anyone, tell them about it. If you see me tweet about it, retweet it. Maybe you know someone who is in LA who might see it. We're trying to help as many kids as possible. So please, July 29th and 30th, check that out. Hit me up for any info. I will hook you up, and hopefully I'll see you there. Other than that, guys, we love you. We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.